Hello everyone, my name is Nicoya, and this is Kentucky Route Zero, and we are continuing the Hall of the Mountain King, in Section 8. So, we are about to talk to Donald, I believe, to figure out what was going on up there in the church, graveyard, / whatever, and see if we can get Xanadu back online or something like that. So, let's just, without further ado, talk to Donald. Howdy, Donald. How's it going? Singing softly. Trace an orbit round the road and close your eyes with holy dread, for we on mold and whiskey fed and drank from rivers down below. Quite the poet. We found your strangers. We know how to fix your damn machine. I'm not sure it was worth it. Wow, Shannon. Wow. Oh, soon the visitors will return. What have you found? They say you need to type in a specific phrase to restore it. They say you need to unplug it for a while. They say you need to scrape the mold off the Timon crystals. So, I'm not sure I'm much fancy unplugging it for a while. And scraping mold off the Timon crystals seems a little dangerous. Typing in a specific phrase, I don't know. I feel like scraping the mold off would probably be like the most direct way to go here, that probably we should be doing that. But I feel like I don't want to like accidentally wreck it or remove some of his je ne sais quoi. I'm unplugging it and plugging it back in again. Never failed me before. Jeez. I feel like this is like one of those cases. I'm sorry, I'm sort of going slow here, but I feel like this is one of those cases where what I choose here will actually guide the future, because I haven't really felt like that a lot in this game. I have no idea. Like, I'm going to have to go after I finish this game and after I finish doing this Let's Play and play this game over and pick different choices, or at least try to, and see what actually happens differently, because like this is the first time I feel like what I choose might actually affect things. Hell with it. Let's scrape the mold off the timing crystals. But the mold, of course, too much mold on the timing crystal would send the simulation adrift. Each moment lived out a sing. By all means, yes, clean the timing crystal. Well, okay. I guess I will go do that then. Hello, Xanadu. I need to scrub your crystals. Promise it won't hurt a bit. Hello, Andrew. Goodbye, Andrew. Man, I love how this is like 3D and 2D and polygons, and my mind is fucking blown. Part of my, hello, Roberta. Hello, Xanadu. Part of my, I guess, nostalgia for this is that, I played a lot of Another World, although it was called Out of This World because I was on the Mac version, but I played that a lot as a kid, and it has like this kind of graphical style, but obviously it was strictly a 2D side-scroller versus this kind of bizarre melding of 2D and 3D. Let's take a look at you. See what's what. Baffling control panels are sheltered from the elements with a worn-out closet-sized wall of knobs and wire looms behind the machine, humming faintly. An electric typewriter is the only easily recognizable component. Yeah, it looks exactly like a PDP. Let's scrape your timing crystals. You see anything that looks like a timing crystal? It should be easy to identify. Yeah, right there behind the control panel. Why, thank you, Junebug. It's filthy. Well, no shit. Right, we're supposed to scrape off this black moldy stuff. Weird. No kidding. Just following instructions. Here we go. Let's go. Ah, scene 9. Yay! Let's do scene 9 because that one was a pretty quick one, even though I was like yakking all over the place. Hello, Xanadu. How have you been? I've missed you. Hopefully you're a little less trippy this time. I'm gonna have to degauss you. We look pretty good so far. At end of road. Oh god, I am playing Zork. Help. I'm crossing the streams. I just went deeper. Bwong. I think I might have mentioned this before, but I haven't actually seen Inception. But I have seen Paprika. You are standing at the end of the road before a small brick building. Around you is a forest. Good. Jesus. I have to go in the building to get the lamp, don't I? Enter a building. Where's the flashlight in Zork? Inside building. Pretty sure Colossal Cavern was a flashlight because if you use the old coin on the vending machine, you get more battery cells. But that meant that at the end you had one less treasure, which means that your score was lower, I think. You are inside a building, a storage shed for the National Park Service. There's the lantern. There's a sensible, modern electric lantern. Yeah, Ezra, you haven't played Zork. We're getting the lantern. Get lantern. Taken. Exit building. Well, that was quick. Enter forest. That's not something you can enter. Just type a direction. That's better. Shannon's played this game before. Alright, let's go north. In forest. Yay! I'm really tempted to know what degaussing will do. It's... Do I click it? God, I love that phosphor effect. This is awesome. You are in open forest with a deep valley to one side. Head back south to that building. Really, Shannon? Can we climb a tree? I don't think clee triming was a thing in Zork. No, that was definitely not a thing, and it was giving you a syntax error if you tried to punch that in. But, let's see. Climb tree. I don't think much is to be achieved by that. I thank you, Xanadu. Very sensible. Can we dig a hole? I don't think so. Dig a hole. You can't see any such thing. Pretty limited vocabulary. South. You're in forest. Hey, it's a maze. South, east, north, west. So, I'm just thinking here. I know in Colossal Cavern, if you went into the bed quilt, I think the random number generator was biased if you went either west or east, and I don't remember which. I think it was west. You're in forest. Damn. Lula is here, soldering replacement components and a small handmade radio. Oh, we should talk to her. Let's talk to her. Ask Lula how she was doing. Conway. So the syntax parser in like Zork and Colossal Cavern and these text advantagers generally took like one verb and one noun. So this is not something it would have parsed. Hi Donald, I'm getting the strange interference out here. I've been tuning the radio circuits gradually as we go, swapping capacitor values and tweaking resistor network. It was working for a while, but everything I can pick up sounds so distant and muffled. Thank you. Okay. That wasn't making sense for a slight bit there. Lula hands you the radio. Woohoo! Radio get. Well, maybe you'll have better luck. You're good at this stuff. Just don't forget to give it back. Oh. South, east, north, west. Continue going with what works. You're in forest. Joseph is here, tapping with a small stylus on a modified pocket braille slate. A small gray kitten, no more than a few weeks old, dozes comfortably on top of his backpack. Oh, how nice. Well, let's talk. Oh, I didn't click that right. You're in forest. I meant to talk to him, but I didn't. And now I can never talk to him. Ever again. At edge of hole. Really don't need to gossip. Should I? Fancy. You're at the edge of a massive hole. The dirt gives way to rock as the ground sinks into darkness. The computer tied to your upper back slickens with sweat in the afternoon sun. I don't remember that part, but sure. The rope slung around your shoulders has slipped under the strap of your backpack, digging uncomfortably against your collarbone. That doesn't sound very pleasant. Go down the hole. That seems pretty obvious. Lean in a bit and check it out. Shine the lamp into the hole. Yell into the hole first to see if there are pirates. No, Ezra. Pirates are not in this game, to my knowledge. Well, not that I remember. Balls to it. Let's go. The cave walls are too slick to climb out safely without assistance. You lose your... Oh. Well, that wasn't very productive. Your score was 0 and a possible 8,192. Wow. Thanks for rubbing it in. What? You may continue or quit. Continue. Yay! Oh god, are we going... No, we're back at the edge of the hole. Okay. Shine the lamp into the hole. Yell into the hole first. Try using the rope to climb down safely. The hole looks pretty deep to me. I should mention that, of course, Zork did not have graphics. So I don't think we're gonna see anything by shining the light down there. So let's just use it. Tie rope to tree. The rope is tied snugly to a tree trunk. Down. Your feet slip a few times on the slimy rock, but you remain stable. Lula and Joseph descend carefully after you. Oh, I didn't know they were coming with us. That's cool. Maybe I'll get an opportunity to speak to Joseph. Oh, the bed quilt. This is sort of like a... This is almost like Colossal Cavern, except you don't get into the bed quilt right away. You know what? Zork started at the front of a house, didn't it? It was Colossal Cavern that started with the shack. You're in bed quilt, a long east-west passage with holes everywhere. Joseph and Lula remove the computer equipment they are carrying on their backs and begin setting up. This is actually kind of nice because actually getting to the bed quilt, if that's where we're supposed to get, is... Well, first of all, we would have had to light the lamp, otherwise we would have fallen down a hole and died. Second of all, it actually takes a little bit of time to get there. Yeah. Say something back to her. Something? That's kind of... Yeah. No sense in mulling. Well, let's set up the gear. I only understand you as far as wanting to set the up above. Set the up above? Lula looks pensive. What's the gear they're carrying? Ask her about the cave. Ask her where the treasure... Ezra, we are... I mean, I know this is exciting. It's a computer game and it's wonderful and retro and... God, I love those graphics, but we are on a mission here. Probably need to know what gear so that we can use the proper noun. May as well take inventory. I've got the tape machine and the synthesizer parts we borrowed from the School of Music. It's all tuned up to my voice so we won't have to type so much. Yeah, that's good. Joseph has his slate and the punch cards he's transcribed from the poems we read him. He's got the typewriter and the paper tape reader. And you've got the CRT display. How's your back holding out? Hang on. This... Are we setting up Xanadu inside of Xanadu? You know, on that note, let's just go with Ezra for a little bit while we think about that mind-blowing concept. Ask who the treasure is. Ha! We knew that. We wouldn't have to set up down here. Well, good answer. I know you think this environment will help our project, get us in touch with a deep romantic reverence for some kind of profound natural spookiness, but I was more comfortable in our lab. Labs are pretty comfy. The university picked the worst time to cut our funding. Typical institutional stinginess and academic politics. I mean, I felt like we were getting really close to something. Anyway, I don't know if it's sustainable down here. You know, to live and work here together. Joseph looks uncomfortable. Jealous. Hey, Donald, can you help me fire up these generators? I'll assemble the synthesizer, but I could use some help with the serial interface if you had time. You hear an unfamiliar echo from a tunnel to the east. Wire up the generators, Maybe we help Lula. She'll have some more to tell us. Yeah, sure. Help Lula. Thanks, Donald. I can never remember which color lead goes to which pin. Yeah, it's always trouble. Lula begins unpacking the box of wires and terminals. Do you think there are paintings down here? Cave paintings, mean? Maybe some old pottery shards from when the world was young and early men and women huddled in these caves. Well, these caves are kind of treacherous to huddle in. You know, I think cultural fossils are the saddest fossils. Sadder than animal remains, I mean. When you come across petrified mollusk or a partial dinosaur footprint and we say, there's a point of contact here where a body touched the earth and maybe there's a little bit of evidential garbage, but the life who owned that body never cared and has moved on anyway. And that's the end of it. But suppose I shine my lantern on one of these walls and I see a crude painting, thousands of years old. Two men and a woman, charcoal and blood on rock. Someone put that there to keep something on the rock after she passed. A hope, a relationship, or a moment. A worry maybe, a regret. We're getting deep here. She made a painting to keep something alive for her, but like that dead mollusk and that ignorant dinosaur, she had to move on. Whatever it is gone. Whatever it was is gone. God, I'm in control today. And now we're looking at this painting, this dangling copy with no original. You're interrupted by the ominous echo of a grating, scraping sound from the east, louder than before. That's... What the hell is that? Let's check it out. Indeed let's. Hopefully it's not a grue. But, if this is Colossal Cavern, we're pretty safe from grues. Possibly not dragons. But, grues are... Yeah, no problem. Bears, too. Bears, not very good. There's a troll on a bridge, wasn't there? And if you gave him the plover egg, then if you later said plover, that egg would teleport back to its room and you could get it and increase your score and not actually have to lose one of your treasures. You rush down the tunnel with Joseph and Lula close behind. That got kind of intense back there. To Ezra. How do you like this all? How do you like all this, kid? Yeah. I don't really care for too much kid chatter. No wonder they're still thinking about it. I hope we've moved on by now. The tunnel narrows, and soon you find yourself crawling on your hands and knees. Navigating the tunnel gradually becomes more awkward as smooth rock gives way to jagged crystalline surfaces. That does look jagged, doesn't it? Scratches and taps echo from the ground. Scratches and taps echo from the end of the tunnel. Some short and piercing, some slower and groaning, as if dampened by water. The tunnel opens into a large room. In crystal room. Damn, this part's getting long, isn't it? I want to cut it off in the middle. Oh my, hello. You look interesting. Please don't be a werewolf or a skeleton. It's kind of werewolfy because like the polygons were sticking up there, but you're in a large irregular chamber. The walls, floor, and ceiling are covered with crystalline projections. Well, let's try not to rub into them. Strangers here, scraping black mold from the crystals. They look up when you enter. One of them seems about to... Now that's interesting. Hang on, that's us, isn't it? We scraped black mold from the crystals, and now we're inside of Xanadu while we're operating Xanadu, and that is a thing that just happened. Okay. Ezra, finally! Jumba, better run, Shannon. Let's listen to what he says. Why would we run from ourselves? That's like... You never get anywhere for running from yourselves, kids. The stranger reaches for a box he's carrying and presses a plastic button. The box whirs to life and a crackly voice blurts something unintelligible, then slows to a deep gurgle. No, that's interesting. He looks at his companions momentarily in confused disappointment. Then he returns his awful gaze to you. Joseph flees through the tunnel to the north. Lula flees through a tunnel to the northeast. Follow Joseph, follow Lula. Ooh, we haven't gone northeast yet. Run north. That's not quite. Yeah. Lula's headlamp scans across the northern passage as you run. Soft shadows loom perplexingly from floor to ceiling. You feel around to distinguish shadows from crystals, but eventually find yourselves cornered. You have hit a dead end. Oh dear. Who are they? Comfort her. Let's find a way out of her here. Comforting, probably not going to be that useful. Escape. That's not a verb I recognize. It's XYZZY, for fuck's sake. Look for escape. You can't see any such thing. Listen, I think they've gone back to work. They seem strange somehow. Maybe they've forgotten about us. We haven't forgotten ourselves. Alright, let's try to pass them quickly now. Don't make eye contact. Then we'll find our way back to the equipment. In bed quilt. This is a very long section. I'm sorry this is so long. But on the other hand, I'm sort of not because it's been a while since I played. It's really nice to get back. Here we're in bed quilt along east-west patches with holes everywhere. Lula's here, panting for breath. Did they follow us? Where's Joseph? She seems pretty scared. May as well wait. Search for him. Searching around in a cave, not the best idea. May as well wait. Time passes. Lula nervously brings her hand along a vein in the cave wall. She seems pretty scared. I guess we can wait for an hour or so. Search for him. Let's go this one. Reassure Lula. I know, but never mind. I don't want to think about it. I guess we should wait for Joseph here. This is where I'll go, right? Clearly. I guess we can wait for an hour or so. I hope that's not in real time. Wait for an hour. Time passes. A shifting, fluttering sound grows louder from one of the tunnels. Clearly, it's cave butterflies. No problem. What's that, Joseph? 5 disoriented bats stumble through your lantern light and off into an adjacent passage. That's sort of cave moths. I feel like waiting's not going to get anywhere, so let's search. I only understand you as far as wanting to search. You have to be more specific. Clearly. Down one of the tunnels with the equipment back outside. Outside seems unlikely. Can we search with the PvP one? Let's find out. Search equipment. The various computer and audio equipment cast angular shadows into the tunnels as you scan slowly across the pile. Nothing. Yeah, that was going to happen. I like exploring tunnels. Let's go that way. Search tunnel. You select a tunnel at random. Your lantern illuminates several sets of footprints on the moldy cave floor, but they are impossible to identify. Joseph climbs down from the rope still tied above. He was outside. That damn sound, those damn voices. I don't even know what direction I was running. I wove through that network of tunnels. I ran my hand along the wall, always turning left, but every turn and every rock felt the same. Yep, your amazing twisty passages, all the same. For all I knew, I was running in circles. Finally, I ended up here. I hid. I panicked. I heard you talking, but I didn't think I could trust my senses. Well, you get a little disoriented underground and it goes to your head. But listen, there's one thing I have to tell you. While I was out there, lost in the tunnels and caves, I came across the Zero, and I had no idea. It's like a real place. They pick up garbage, they deliver mail, they go to work and to church, but it has this awful kind of emptiness. Wandering through, I heard horrible echoes. Weird images got burned in my mind's eye. A television, a scarecrow, a crystal, a feather, a sandwich, a CRT monitor, a bottle, an anchor. Lula looks down at her feet. Would you ask him more about that? What's up with Lula? What are you looking at your feet, dear girl? We've seen the Zero. We know what that's like, so let's talk about Lula. Ask Lula, what is up? Nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, never trust someone who says nothing when you ask what's up. Just, Joseph, you sound disturbed. Ooh, that's a little judgmental. Lula, you've heard the same damn stories I have. Doesn't matter now, damn it. I'm leaving. To hell with all of it. Whoa, we should stop him. Get him back on track. We're so close. Let's steer him back on track. Divert Joseph's attention. You said something to Joseph about the project you're working on together. You'll die in these damn cold caves, and what about those men? You know they'll come back. Tell them we can find somewhere to start a fire. Tell them we can hide from the strangers. Let's start a fire, because that's exactly what's like to the left of us right now. So just finding somewhere safe to start. Really, the parser's not going to get that. You shout something at Joseph about going deeper into the caves. Did you hear the voices? They'll find you, but not me. I'm going back to the surface. Stop! Your stupid fight is ringing through the whole damn cave. Joseph is right. We can't stay here. I'm leaving too, but I'm not going back to the surface. I'm taking my station wagon. I'm heading down to Zero. I think we need her to stay. Whoa, don't let her leave us here. I think we need her to stay. Ask Lula to stay. You plead with Lula about your continued collaboration. I'll send you this tape when I'm done recording. I'll put it in the mail, and then you can see what your damn machine does with it. Lula and Joseph have left. We have failed. Sadness. Or maybe we didn't. Now we're in tunnels. Good Lord, how long is this scene? Abandoned by your collaborators, your confidants, your companions, the only two among your colleagues with whom you've ever trusted, the gift of your friendship. Oh, digging deep here. Pretty thick. Sounds like Beardo has his heart broken. For Junebug. You wander the tunnels alone, dragging along the components of your unrealized masterpiece, combing the underground passages for a new site in which to realize your vision. Sounds like a genius. What do you mean? Wordy, vain, a little wordy. Ha! I had a guy who came to the shop with a bunch of old radios and computers and stuff. Real junk. I think he collected it going down the alleys or something. Anyways, all broken. He asked me if I could get the tubes out and clean them up, these vacuum tubes. So I pulled every vacuum tube I could find and threw the rest out. I went over them with some rubbing alcohol and cleaned the leads. Used some nail polish remover on the glass. Did a pretty good job. Oh no, you take all the printing off the glass. He came back in the next day and laid out all of towel for him so he could check it out. Got the towel from my aunt Remedios, and like everything with her, it's really kind of nice, you know? It's red and it has a gold embroidery around the edges. I guess it was a little too nice. The guy got all excited by the presentation, kind of circled it and observed each tube from a distance, moving her head around in weird quick bobs like a pigeon. And then he started just lecturing at nobody in particular about the history of vacuum tube. He talked for an hour. I do that sometimes. I'm just gonna throw that out there. If you ever are in the Bay Area and you catch me in the Computer History Museum, I will be talking to nobody about stuff. Like everything. We went on a few dates, but nothing really came of it. Turns out he was kind of boring. Sadly, my life. But it's okay. I don't actually care. Hall of the Mountain King. We are coming full circle, aren't we? This is fascinating. Hey, it's us! Or, well, sort of. It's our computer, at least. Let's clear this up a little. After what may have been years, you stumble out of a tunnel into a cavernous open space. Stalactites adorn the ceiling like grotesques. In the center of the room is an enormous rocky spire. Oh, wonderful. This is where you'll set up your equipment and establish your legacy. Yeah, a little vain. Yeah, we just went deeper. Oh my god, can we log on to Xanadu from within Xanadu? Now is the time to continue your work. We really did go deeper. Research assistance, 0. Realism index, 37%. Romance index, 2%. Mold coverage, 0%. That's good. You may hire a new research assistant, assign assistants to a task, or sleep until tomorrow. Hire a new research assistant, assign assistants to a task, sleep. I'm just like thinking back to when I started this game at a gas station with some strange guys in the basement playing Dungeons and Dragons with a glow-in-the-dark die. And now I'm playing a text adventure inside a polygonally rendered computer, interacting with a computer within a computer, which is like, what the hell, man? Okay, yes. So, I don't have assistants, so I cannot assign them to a task. I clearly need to hire some. Hire. Uploading job advertisement or advertisement. I don't know which way that goes. To university message boards, because that's a great place to find qualified individuals. You have hired Greg, who studies architecture. He'll totally be useful for this. That's wonderful. Well, let's assign him to a task. Assign. You may assign research assistants to debugging, transcription, or speculation. He is an architect. So... speculation. Well, let's hire 2 more, I guess. Hire! Blah blah blah, message boards. No applicants, try again later. Nothing to do but sleep away my sorrows. Time passes. Greg muses about the love lives of fungal colonies. Architects. Sigh. Now is the time to continue your work. Hurrah! 1 research assistant. 32% realism. 22% romance. Ooh. And 11% mold coverage. You may hire a research assistant, assign assistants to a task, or sleep until tomorrow. I guess I have to hire one. Message boards, blah blah. I have hired Weaver, who studies mathematics. Ooh, lovely. She's going to be debugging. Debugging, transcription, or speculation. Yes, definitely debugging. 1. Oh, I don't know which one I assigned to which. Well, let's transcribe some stuff. And let us sleep away our sorrow. Once more. Weaver identifies a bug with the oxygen level simulation, but is unable to fix it. Yeah, you're a debugging task, not a programming task. My god. Greg types up some blurry imagery from a dream journal. Architects. Yeah. That happens. Greasy black mold is collecting on the computer equipment. Yay! Now is the time to continue your work. I have 2 research assistants. I have 22% realism and 30% mold romance and 20% mold coverage. Okay. So I assume I need to hire another research assistant. I hope this doesn't go on forever. Good lord. Maybe this is it. This is my life now. This is all I will ever be. Ooh, library sciences. Oh, I should have put him on transcription. So, does it go in like first in, first out? Not sure. 1 on each, I guess. 1. This is very slightly slow. Let's get everybody working on everything. 1. And assign 1 last research assistant to speculation. Ding. And we'll sleep our way our sorrows. My god, this is a long episode. Time passes. Weaver fixes a weird math with weirder math. Oh, this is my life. I am a mathematician, by the way, just so you guys know. And yeah, weirder math. That's gonna be the name of this episode, I'm pretty sure, if I remember to name it that. Greg carefully transcribes the sounds of dripping water in all their variations over a period of several hours. Well, thank you, Greg. Rick discards centuries of exhaustive data on the uniformity of cause and effect. That doesn't sound like something you would want to discard? Intruders! Oh my god! The strangers are doing something to equipment, but you can't make out what. You hide behind a rock until they leave. With trepidation, you emerge from your hiding place hours later. Now is the time to continue your work. Oh god, I want to name the episode that too. Maybe I'll put that in the comment. If I do that, and you see that, you know I've actually remembered something for once. Now is the time to continue your work. I'm not convinced this is getting us any closer to 0. Yeah, I don't think it is. Did my realism go down or up? It was 22% before. God, I don't like it. Ooh, mold coverage is... Wait, that's us. We removed the mold. This is... strange. Very strange. Try to quit and start over. Oh, jeez. Do I want to do that? I hope that doesn't actually quit and start over, because that would suck. But I feel like we've just come to the point where we came to Xanadu inside Xanadu now, and that's cool. Tell you what. I'm gonna put everyone on debugging and see what happens then. Now we shall sweep away our sorrows. See if this just does anything. Rick makes adjustments to the echolocation algorithm. Bats now fly normally instead of getting hung up on each other's wings and clustering together like horrible leathery tumbleweeds. I wanted to name the episode Horrible Leathery Tumbleweeds now, but I'm going to name it Weirder Math because I'm a mathematician, and now is the time to continue our work. Weaver widens tunnels slightly to reduce the need for extra approach commands. Oh, well, that's very kind. Greg fixed bugs. Yay! Weaver follows the strangers into the tunnel. She doesn't return, but neither do they. Oh, dear. Down to 2. Bother. I have 58% realism. If I get to like 100% realism, does something neat happen? I don't know. I want to find out, but this is going on very long. On my next playthrough, when I'm just doing it on my own, I will go through and get to like 100% and see if that actually is a thing that happens. But for the sake of this video and expedience, you got stuff to do. Sorry, Ezra. You can download a copy to your iPod later. Quit. Are you sure you want to quit? Yes. That's a rhetorical question. Quit game? Exit? Exit. But you aren't in anything at the moment. Maybe we have to lose or die somehow in order to start over. Eat the lamp, smash the computer. Ooh, don't smash the computer. Eat the lamp. Eat lamp. Don't be ridiculous. You can eat rock. Maybe we have to wait it out. Guess we can keep playing. Oh no, this is... Now is the time to continue your work. Oh my god, I'm stuck in this forever. I'm literally stuck in this forever. Maybe we should just sleep away our sorrows. No more tasks. Maybe we have to wait it out. Wait indefinitely. Time passes. Research assistants come and go. You don't encounter the strangers again, but sometimes you can hear the uncanny echo of their voices off in the tunnels. Years pass, mold accumulates. You and the research assistants take to burning disused computer equipment in the center of the room. The black mold is intensely flammable and makes an excellent catalyst. It leaves behind a sweet narcotic perfume. Oh dear. One night you have visitors, outsiders, different ones. Then later that night, an old friend. Wait a minute. No, this is us now. The one before was the dudes who we met upstairs. Okay. You really did go deeper into the caves. Premature end of file. Press any key to quit. Huh. That was a thing. And that is going to be the end of the episode. We'll continue with Act 3, Scene 10 on the next video. So, thank you guys for watching. Sorry it's a little longer than normal. Hope you enjoyed it anyways. And remind you to like, comment, favorite, and subscribe, the usual thing. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.